Yeah. Nah, nope. Profit. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. Them other hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned in the loop, what you doing with your life? Conversation so sharp, it ain't your usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading all knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with light-skinned Lou. Tune in live with light-skinned Lou. Tune in live with light-skinned Lou. Tune in live with light-skinned Lou.
Light-skinned Lou. Light-skinned Lou. Light-skinned Lou.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Live with Light-Skinned Lou. I'm your host, Light-Skinned Lou, and this young lady right here to my left is the lovely Kiki, my co-host. Today, we have very, very special guests in the building. But before we introduce them, I want to thank last week's guest, Hammerin' Hank Lundy, for stopping by and showing love. And also thanking you guys for your continued support. So continue to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And now, let me introduce these guys. First up, this young man is a former amateur standout from DMV area, making his pro debut at Maryland Live this Saturday. He is none other than Ervin Fuller III.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Second, this young man is a pro prospect off to a very, very hot start. He is none other than Joe Bazooka Veazey.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? Next up, DMV area, he be making his second pro fight. He is none other than Jeffrey, TheFly. You.
TheFly, here we go.
That's right, that's right. And last but not least, DMV's finest, off to a very hot start as usual. 3-0, 2 KOs. He is none other than Frankie Franchise.
Yeah, everybody stop it. Make sure you get your ticket.
That's right, that's right. Now that we got these guys all tucked in, all four of them. Gentlemen, first of all, I want to say thank you for taking the time to come and chop it up with Light-Skinned Lou and the lovely Kiki. Fight is right around the corner. So we're gonna come come swing right out the fence, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm gonna come to Ervin Fuller III first. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you get into boxing?
Well, I got into boxing. I've been around it all my life. My father boxed, my sisters and brothers boxed, so I've always been around it. But just like recently, like I probably say like my junior year in high school, I wanted to try to see where I can go, and then it took off from there. So now we here.
Yeah, we are here, man. We are definitely here. Almost 2 or 3 days away, if I'm not mistaken. So Joe, let everybody out there know a little bit about yourself and how did you get into boxing, champ?
So my name's BazookaJoe Veazey. I'm coming straight out of Brooklyn Park. I've been in this area my whole life, Brooklyn Park. Started at the Brooklyn Boxing Gym when I was in diapers. Started working out when I was about 5 years old. Had 100 amateur fights, a couple national titles, a couple runner-ups. Made it to 5 or 6 nationals. Had a pretty good last 2 years in the pros. I'm up to 8-0, 5 knockouts, and I'm about to keep that streak going on Saturday.
That's right. That's right. You heard what he said. He said he's gonna be 9-0 when it's over and said and done. That's right. So Jeffrey, TheFly, you tell us what's going on, man. How did you get into boxing? Tell us a little bit about yourself, champ.
Man, where I come from. I'm from Northern Virginia area. I could not find a boxing community anywhere. I was just training myself after I saw Joe Frazier fight. Fell in love with the sport, trained myself in my parents' basement, and then years later, closer to college, started actually competing, and just kept going from there, man.
That's right. That's right. Frankie, what's up, man? Talk to the people out there, man.
Yeah, I started, I seen a movie. It was in like middle school. It was like called Jump It Up or something. It was a little double dutch movie. So then I went and got Fight Night because I'm nice with the PlayStation. When it started playing Fight Night, I was nice with that. I got like 7 sisters. No, I was the only boy in my family, so I'm not about to hang out with them. My dad took me to the boxing gym, and I was actually good at it. So I just continued with it, and all the hard work paid off.
That's right. I love it. I love it.
Okay, Ervin. So since this is going to be your pro debut, can you tell us how your journey in boxing has been so far?
It been great. Since the beginning, I've been top level spawn top level fighters working around. I've been around a lot of top level guys, so I just been soaking it in, seeing the big opportunity, just working hard, staying patient with my turn. Before you know it, I was right here. So I'm just glad to have the people that I got around me, teaching me the ropes, getting me prepared. But I'm ready. So
I can't wait to see you this weekend. BazookaJoe, how has your pro boxing journey been so far?
It's been even better than expected. I'd say we made a game. Well, we turned pro right after high school back in 2016. So I guess that part of the pro career was a little unexpected when I was training for my second fight. When I was 1-0, had a little injury.
Okay.
Took a lot longer than expected to find the actual problem. We needed surgery. We got the surgery. Came back, COVID hit, pushed it back a little further. But ever since then, me and my team made a 2-year plan. We've surpassed everything we wanted to happen in them 2 years. We just sat down, made another 2-year plan. So we're ready to kick it off and see what happens in the next 2 years. But everything's been great. I've learned a lot. And I got such a strong team with the Kistners, Mike Ricasa in my corner. My father, I still live with. I'm back living with again. So I'm with him every day. And that's been my team since pretty much day one. So my team's strong as could be. And now that was my second fight on contract now with Tony, but it's my 4th time fighting under the Jetter on the Jetter Promotions card, 2nd time signed with him. So I got a kick-ass promoter, the best on the East Coast, hands down, and he's going to be, on the national level soon, and if not bigger one day. But that's what us 4 guys are, going to take him to. I don't know if they're signed with him, but they're fighting on his card. So we're working towards bringing Jetter Promotions to the next level. But the first 2 years have been A+, and the next 2 years are going to get even better.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, Frankie, same question for you. How's your pro boxing journey been so far?
So far, it's been good. Honestly, I didn't even imagine it blowing up like it is. I'm not even sure if it's blowing up. I'm still new to the game. But like I said, it's been great fighting on these cards. It's been great being in the gym and being a positive role model to the kids and actually having people that are looking up to you. And I just noticed, like, probably my second fight that I actually have, kids in the gym looking up to me and that I have to be a positive role model and I can't do anything wrong because all eyes are on you at all times. So that's a little different. Other than that, I'm blessed. I'm grateful to be here, and I'm going to take advantage of every second.
Okay, sounds good. What about you, Jeffrey? How's your pro boxing journey been so far?
Surreal. Again, I came into this as a fan. I just love the sport, and I just kept training. So now later to see, where this hard work has taken me, like Frankie said, people looking up to you. How many Asian dudes do you see in the sport? So it's a lot of emotions, and I'm just along for the ride, trying to enjoy it, but then also trying to make the most of it. You can't do it forever, so I'm trying to do as much as I can right now.
Right. Sounds good.
That's right. You heard what he said. He said, how many Asians you see? Like, for me, honestly, with boxing, with me, I don't see color. All I see is competitiveness and just boxing being just a great sport. So my next question to all of you guys is, every fighter has a moment where they realize, man, I got what it takes to go to the next level. So I'm going to start out with you, Ervin. What was your I made it moment? I feel like I made it moment.
I say it was in the national. I fought a guy named, his name was trying to think his name. I think it was like Steve Johnson. He's from California. I think he was like ranked number 3, but I fought him and everybody thought he was gonna wipe through me, and I had him on his heels the whole fight. I mean, they still gave it to him like a split decision win, but after him, I'm like, oh yeah, I know for sure. Like, I shocked a lot of people. A lot of people didn't think I was gonna come like that. So after that, I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. I gotta keep my foot on their neck for sure.
That's right. I love it. He said, "Keep the foot on their neck." I love
Yes.
it, man. You can't make this up. So, Joe, what's your moment, Joe?
I was just thinking about that since I figured the question was coming, and I came up with, I'd say I was probably, I don't know, maybe 12, 13 when I started working with like smaller pros and ex-pros. You know, the guys were like 120, 130 because I was about that size. When I was, in middle school, I was already like 119. I think I was fighting that. But when I was sparring with guys who are former pros and current professionals, and I'm giving them work, and then by the time I was 14 or 15, I was dropping and knocking out guys that were current pros and former pros already. So I was still a young kid already giving, like I said, pros and veterans that are still in the gym sparring everything they wanted. So when I started doing that, I realized, yeah, maybe I'm as good as some people are saying around me, because people always want to hype you up. You win 2 amateur fights, people think they're the king of Baltimore, king of wherever they're from. But realistically, guys like us that have been around know there's always another level to keep going. But when I realized I really wanted to stick with this and make a pro career was probably when I was like 13, 14, when I started stopping pros in the gym.
Yeah, that's right. And that's where that name Bazooka Joe. Let me tell you, man, if I was fighting a dude named Bazooka Joe, I'd be like, damn, like, I don't know, man. Y'all sure y'all got the right dude? Because I'm like, that motherfucker, he about to do some damage. I would think second about signing a contract with a guy named Bazooka. But Jeffrey, the Fly you, what was your moment, man?
Almost same thing. I was just dog nose, stay in the gym, keep working, and then my coach brought me over to Kaizen MMA with a lot of good UFC, Bellator, pro level MMA fighters. So once I saw that they were getting work for me and I was giving them hands, like, same thing. That's when I knew you got to test yourself. And just like Joe said, every time you get to a certain level, you get your ass beat, and then you get to the next level, and then you get your ass beat, and then you get to the next level. So that was the moment. Once I realized I could hang with these guys, mentally I got there, I was ready to go.
That's right. What about you, Frankie?
I would love to say that I made a moment, but realistically, I haven't had I made a moment. I'm still, a pro that's beginning his journey into the pros. I look at TV every night and I still wish that I was there. So until I get there, I haven't had a moment. I've made a moment, but hopefully it should have come in the future.
It's coming. It's coming. I can smell it. It's coming.
Let me see here. Okay, so you guys are fighting this Saturday, February 18th at Live Casino. All of you guys. How, can you tell us how you've been preparing for this fight and who have you been sparring with to help you get ready? Frankie, you go first.
I've been trying to get the sparring we possibly can fight, and I have got that. And Trey, Ervin Fuller III, Trey Pound, he's been in camp with me, and actually I'm excited to see him make his professional debut because I know him since the amateurs, and we were even standing in the same room. So it's a proud big bro moment and all of that stuff. But Coach Ernesto, he walks us through everything. He's had a world champion before, and he has the blueprint. And I have all the tools to follow that same blueprint and win a world championship and many more accomplishments. So
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Jeffrey the Fly, you. How have you been preparing for this fight, and who have you been sparring with to help you get ready?
Same old thing, just keeping the same grind, keeping the same work, working long hours, late nights at the gym, that whole thing. For sparring, really, anyone who comes through that door. If you can take on anyone, then you got something behind you. So really anyone that comes through the Kaizen MMA doors. And then also I want to shout out Eric Hernandez. He's been giving me a lot of work too. Good fighter and great guy.
Okay. What about you, Ervin?
Well, like my man Frank said, we've been working real hard with Coach Ernesto Rodriguez, Metro, and working hard. So day in, day out, overtime.
Okay.
So we definitely ready. Oh yeah, and shout out to some of my spawn partners at Headbangers like Rashid and Demetrius Chaos Lewis too. They've been getting me ready too. And
That's good work.
Earl Brady too as well.
Okay, that's my young guy. Yeah, man. Hey, Irv, you've been getting some real quality bump there, champ. You just named some really good names, man.
Yeah, they been helping me out. Shoot, Frank too, and another stablemate, Jakeem Hutchinson, 2 shots. We been.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. What about you, Bazooka Joe? How have you been preparing for this fight, and who have you been sparring with to help you get ready?
So it's been a pretty, I guess, normal camp. I'm over at Odington Fitness, Tony and Kristen's gym. Back with being trained by Nick and Danny Kistner, like I have been for the last 2+ years.
Okay.
My main sparring partners, because they're my training partners, AJ Williams, who's also fighting on the card, then Nick Kistner. I get rounds with them, every day. A couple of amateurs at the gym early in camp I got work with, so shout out to you guys. I don't know all your guys' name yet, but thanks for the rounds. But then when we were picking it up, I went down. Aiden Grimm, he's a couple-time collegiate champion over at the Naval Academy. He actually needed rounds getting ready for one of their big tournaments. And he actually has a very, very similar body style and fighting style to the guy who I'm fighting, but he's a little bit, maybe like 10, 15 pounds heavier. I think he fights in like the 150s. So that was really good work. And then a bunch of other guys over to Naval Academy. You get a ton of rounds because they got so many. But then Mojo Brooks, he's fighting on the card as well. He's with Tony, signed with Tony. I've been getting rounds with him. We always get rounds, another Baltimore fighter. Okay. And then I'm sure there's a few guys I'm missing, but I'm always just all the guys in Baltimore, man. I bounce around. I go up Umar, I go over Lightning Quick. We were supposed to go over Upton the other week, but it didn't match up. But we get work all around. We travel for sparring. It don't matter. We want that work.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Is that the last one, Kiki? That's okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little older, so I lost track of who was third or fourth. Y'all gotta forgive me. When you get close to 50, that's what happened, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all just getting in here, man, hit that like button, man. We got a full house. This is the first time that Live with Light Skin Lou has put on 4 top fighters on the show, up and coming fighters, all in one day. So I'm super, super excited, man. So if y'all out there, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. We got Ervin Fuller, we got BazookaJoe, we got FranchiseFrankie, and they left the door open and they let a fly in the building. The fly is in the building, champ. So, man, my next question is, give me, I just be curious of what's a regular day like, starting from the beginning. What's a regular day in training camp for you guys? I'm gonna start with you, Frankie.
Normal day in training camp. I text Nesto, tell him how much I weigh, stuff like that. Get on the Nike app, turn it on, track my run, send it back to him. Probably come home, dry off, get in the shower, take a nap. Next thing you know, it's 3 o'clock already. Drive on out to the gym, work out till 7 p.m., get home. I might play a little Call of Duty, watch some boxing tape, go to sleep and do it all over again. I mean, it's a routine, man. I think I'm getting the hang of it.
I love it. Joe, what about you, Joe?
So me and Coach Danny normally meet up at one of the local middle school or high school tracks, whatever we think is going to not have kids on it or not have construction. We've been running from the construction workers lately, but whatever track we end up going to, do our track work, or sometimes we go run in the local graveyard because it's got nice hills and a nice quiet path. We ain't got to worry about no one being there. So we get our run done in the morning, and then normally around 5 o'clock, me, him, AJ, Nick, a couple of the other amateurs we work with, we go over Odington Fitness, get our boxing done, and then a few days a week we travel to wherever and go get some sparring. But pretty much Monday through Saturday, we run in the morning, and then we hit the gym in the evening.
All right. What about you, Jeffrey?
A normal day in training camp for me is working a 9 to 5, and as soon as 5 p.m. hits, I'm at the gym. I'm at the gym all night. If you see my story or anything like that, I'm at the gym till like 11 p.m., leaving at midnight, whenever I can get to work. But balancing those two, checking my weight in the morning, and then just getting all the work in from the evening on.
That's right. What about you, Irv?
Like Frank said, about the same thing. We've been in training together, so basically waking up in the morning, sending weight, running, eat, sleep, go back to the gym again, come in the house, watch TV for a little bit, go to sleep, repeat. It's been the same thing.
Yeah, I think everyone will hear. It's not glamorous. It is a routine. You're doing the same things. You're working hard. So
yeah,
definitely. Train. That's what people ain't part of boxing or haven't been around a training camp. They don't realize how it's work, man. It's not all glitz and glamour. It's pretty boring, to be honest. It's just you get up, you go to work, you put the work in, and that's it. It's not all ooh and ah. You gotta try.
It's pushing yourself
The
all the
hardest
time.
part is keeping it fun for real, especially when you've been doing it for what 18, 20 years, whatever the hell I've been doing it
Yes.
now. You know, you gotta try to keep it fun. The shit gets boring sometimes, so that's the hardest part, honestly.
Yeah, that's why I
Keeping it
take my
fun.
head off to y'all, man. Real talk, man. Like me and Kiki, we talk all the time. I'd be like, let me tell y'all, look, when I did a little boxing when I was younger. When they told me that I couldn't eat honey buns and cupcakes in the middle of the night, hey Jeffrey, I was done. I was like, boxing. Let me stick to basketball, football. I can eat what I want to eat. So I definitely take my head off to y'all, man.
And that, I'm glad you said that, because that'll bring me to my next question. So, you know, a lot of boxers always talk about, you know, making weight and the weight cut and stuff. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about the weight cut and making weight? How do y'all feel about that? BazookaJoe, I'll go to you first.
So I was talking about this with someone, I think Coach Crawford, Crawford, you know, from Laurel Boys and Girls Club originally. Now he's coaching guys over at Odington Fitness. But we were talking, and I said, man, I keep it as simple as this. If you can't make weight, either work harder or fight a different weight class. That's really all it comes down to, is put the hard work in and be dedicated. It's really as simple as that. If you're a professional, you should know how to do it by now. And if you don't, get out the sport. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. How about you, Jeffrey?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. It's just maintaining a routine. It's for me, it's counting calories, using the app, tracking every little thing, getting real meticulous with it. But just making sure that you're eating the right things and that you're just keeping on top of that. Like Ervin said and Francie said, I mean, you got to keep track of your weight every morning. You just got to maintain, you know.
How about you, Ervin? How do you feel about the weight cut and making weight and stuff? How do you feel about that?
It's really mental for us. So you got like BazookaJoe was saying, you gotta love it. That's what you signed up to do. So you gotta love it. Honestly, let's be decimal.
What about you, Frankie?
To me, it's pretty crazy. I honestly don't know if I wear a size small or medium. I'm going I don't know what size I am or what. But all I know is that when it's time to fight, I'm gonna be at the weight that I registered for. So it's crazy.
And hey, let me ask the group: have y'all been in fights where you come in, you make weight, and maybe you kill yourself to make weight, maybe you just make weight, your opponent shows up and they miss weight? That drives you for a loop the whole time.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
It feel like I'm ahead of the game. Shit, I prepared.
Yeah. I got like a pound to go so far. So far so good.
That's good. That's good. Go ahead, Lou.
Yeah, your boy Gregory Outlaw, he in the chat. He said, worst part of boxing, man. Shout out to my man Greg Outlaw, man. Tony Spoon, man. They in the building. Man, hit that like button, y'all. If y'all here, look at these four faces, man. These four faces are going to be the face of boxing in the near future. I have no doubt in my mind. Stop trying to jump on the bandwagon when these dudes get up in the boxing game. Right now is your time to jump on the train before it gets moving. Jeffrey, TheFly, FranchiseFrankie, Joe Bazooka, Ervin Fuller. These young guys got a fight coming up this Saturday at Murder Live. So go and support them guys, man. We about to go into, this is my most interesting part, because we about to get these single questions in. So I'm going to come to Ervin Fuller III first, because you got a father that used to fight. And I'm always curious of what's that like, knowing that you have a father that used to fight. So you can't shortchange him. What's it like?
I mean, it's normal, but everybody expect more now. And they like, oh yeah, your father did it, so you gotta do it 10 times better. So it's motivation, because it's like, all right, I know if he did, I'm gonna marry day, so I can do it too. So he got put harder. I'm like, all right, I gotta do better than this. I gotta do better than this. I can't do that. So it's just a recommendation or reinsurance that I gotta do more. You know, keep the legacy going. Yeah.
Okay. My question to you, Ervin, is what are you looking forward to the most making your pro debut?
Put on a great performance. So it is my hand raised.
Okay. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I can't wait. So Jeffrey, I was, did my research on you. I was impressed with you know, you was sparring your coach and the story that you and your coach told of how you guys hooked up. I'm not going to tell you the story. I'm going to let you tell it. Elaborate a little bit on about your relationship with your trainer and how that trainer and fighter relationship got started.
Yeah. No, my coach Gustavo Abel out of Kaizen MMA, he's it was a long time coming trying to find a coach because again, I love the sport, I love boxing, but around Northern Virginia, I couldn't really find a gym, and I was going off of like Rocky. I wanted to have like an old white dude in the corner yelling at me, that whole thing. So for the longest time, I was trying to look for a gym, couldn't really find one. A friend of mine took me to a sparring session at a different gym where my coach Gustavo was training and coaching. We were sparring there, and he gave me some advice that I used immediately in the next round. It worked out perfectly. So right there, I was like, all right, this guy knows what he's talking about. And he was the first coach where, because I could spar in front of him, that's the first time he met me, was after seeing me spar. He was able to see my level and not just start me at square one, not just be jabbing down a line for a whole month or whatnot. He was able to see my level. So from then on, when I heard that tip and it worked in sparring, I stuck with him. I asked, can I train with you? Do you have access to like competitions? How do I go from there? And ever since then, all the advice he's given me, all the coaching he's given me, all the people he's connected me with, it's always worked. It's always been great. And I mean, look where we are now. So it's just a matter of staying loyal and knowing, who's really looking out for you, surrounding yourself with good people, and continuing on with the coach that you have.
Okay. And my question to you, Jeffrey, is I heard that I guess you learned to box from YouTube. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I watched. Again, I fell in love with Joe Frazier. I fell in love with the classic heavyweights, and then moving on from that, then you get the Four Horsemen. So I just fell in love with the sport, and with that, I was following all those YouTube, those like boxing basics, boxing fundamentals, how to throw a jab, how to punch here and there, and I just kept doing it. I mean, I bought a heavy bag, put it in my parents' basement, just kept hitting that every night, just kept sticking to it. And it's really just when you do it a while, it's a matter of it feels good to master a skill or to see yourself improving or to try to get those fundamentals down. So that way, when you are with a coach, they can always build off from there and you got a good fundamental. So, yeah, just falling in love with them, falling in love with YouTube boxing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I love it, man. These stories, man, that's going to be cemented in my head as you guys navigate and travel through the game of boxing. I'm always remember these stories. Joe the Bazooka, Veazey, 4-year layoff. I'm impressed, man, because as I started to research you guys, one thing that stood out to me, Joe, was the 4-year layoff, man. I think it was a 4-year layoff, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah,
It was 4 years, 3 days, or 4 years, 3 months, 2 days.
yeah. See, he got it down to the science. I just was saying 4 years. He got the exact date, the time, and everything. What was that like being away from the game of the sport of boxing for 4 years and be able to come back and do what you're doing now?
It sucked. I did not like that part of my life. I felt like I was lost and my life was on hold. As I worked my whole life to turn professional, I turned pro, and everything paused, freeze, whatever. So it sucked, man. I mean, I was basically in the gym the whole time, but working out without a whole left arm because I had a wrist problem, but was working with it with not knowing what the problem was. The doctor said, "Oh, take 6 weeks off and then come back," and then no improvement would happen. Eventually, after multiple MRIs and the whole medical routine, we found the problem, got the surgery done. But yeah, that whole time I was in the gym training people with working mitts with one hand. I was working out with one hand, I was doing everything basically like I had one arm cut off, but I was in the gym the whole time, being dedicated, wishing I could be in the ring. Occasionally we try to spar, but after about one round, when you're sparring, you're going to use both hands. I would land one or two punches with that left hand, or even just block and get hit, and it was too much pain to be fighting with and training with. There's no way I could, prepare properly. But eventually we got it done. Now my life is amazing, honestly. That's how I wish it was, but I'm 4 years older, but I mean, before that I was in the gym for like 13, 14 years, like pretty strong. Had other injuries prior. So I mean, it was like 4 years to heal up, 4 years to let my brain recover. So maybe I get to fight longer now. Maybe I'm stronger. Maybe I matured more. I think it was like a blessing from God to be in disguise, to be honest.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. BazookaJoe. So we were at your last fight at the casino. It was a lot of trash talking, I think, with Kilpatrick.
Yes.
For the last fight.
No, like hold on. Let me stop real quick, because I had a different interview and someone said that, and I don't remember neither of us talking like any type of trash. I think we were both confident, but I remember us both being real respectful. I don't remember us even cussing or talking any type of smack. But you're like the third interviewer that said we were talking smack, so I don't really remember us talking that much smack. But
he did.
I think it was him. I think it was more so him.
All I said was, "Come ready, because I'm gonna get the dub." I ain't say nothing crazy. If he was talking smack, that's well, that just makes him look even dumber than he already looks.
It does.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. You knocked him through them ropes. You knocked him through them ropes.
Look, I tell you, I ain't talk no smack. I don't talk no smack, because if you don't back it up, you just look like a clown and you're a liar. That's one thing. I don't like liars. I'm not a liar. So if I say I'm gonna knock somebody out and I don't knock them out, guess what? You a liar. Like, you lied. You lied, period. Like that's how I'm. You say you're going to pick me up at 10 o'clock and you there at like 10:20. You ain't called me and let me know you was coming late. You a liar. Like, I don't play that. I don't play that lying shit. I'm real. But
I like that.
Okay, so we was at that
what I want my people to know is I wasn't talking no smack. He was talking smack, but obviously he ain't back it up.
He was.
So he might want to go back, find his day job or whatnot.
So we were at the last fight. That was a great fight. So and we've seen you fight before. So people that have not seen you fight, can you tell the people why they should come out and see you this Saturday, February 18th?
Because y'all ain't never seen a slick ass white boy like this. Period.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Man, coming straight out of Brooklyn, man. South Baltimore, we cut different. Period.
That's right.
If you've been in the boxing game the last 20 years, you know what happens when you get someone from South Baltimore or Brooklyn Park area. They know it's not a lot of us, but when we come out of this area, we cut different. We all hit our different ceilings. Y'all ain't seen where my ceiling's gonna hit. I'm gonna surpass all of them, and all of them know it too. So I'm the slickest white boy y'all ever seen. Just come see, Brent, baby. I'm gonna be. Look, I consider Sugar Ray Leonard the best fighter ever out of Maryland, and I'm coming for his title. Period.
That's right.
Okay.
I love it. Talk that talk, young fella. Okay, Frankie franchise. I seen a picture you posted of you and my younger brother Anthony Peterson. Man, you gotta tell the people out there, what was that work like getting that? Because I to some degree I feel like you looked up to Lamont and them because they were before you. What was that like, Frankie?
It was cool. You know what I mean? Great guy. And you can always learn something no matter if somebody's younger than you or older than you. And he's a little older than me, but I definitely took in the experience and learned. He got some great footwork. I learned, some little moves, and I'm going to implement those into my game on Saturday. You just got to be there to see it. Like I said, it's going to be a movie. I can't tell you what's going to happen. Just show up, and you're going to be entertained.
That's right.
Okay, Frankie, I kind of got two questions for you. They're pretty easy, but the first one I'm going to ask you, is there anything that you learned from your last fight that you could take on to this fight?
The thing I learned from my last fight, like I was just watching it again last night, and I'm like, man, I could have closed the show, except for being, too. I'm not going to say precautious, but I didn't take risks. You take risk and you get big rewards, and I didn't take that risk. So that's one thing that I learned from last fight. The second thing I learned is, don't let nobody get too close to grab you because I had to bring out my acrobat skills. But that's in the past.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I remember
you
that.
did. You did. You won
definitely
it. You did your
that.
acrobat skills. You right
But I
about that.
suck it too. I learned that from college, the little acro team. They used to show me a couple moves, so I suck at it. Man. 10 out
Well,
of
you
10.
was good at it. So my last question to you is, what does the whole Scarborough Nation mean to you and seeing all that support?
The whole Scarborough Nation means a lot to me. It feels good knowing that there's hundreds and hundreds of people that'll spend that last dollars to come out and help me put on the show just so they could brag about. Cause Scarborough Nation, we know each other personally. Everybody, we know each other personally. So I like giving them the opportunity to brag about, oh yeah, my little cousin, or yeah, my young hitter, whatever they call me. He came out and got a knockout. He came out and won that because I haven't lost a round of boxing yet. I'm gonna brag about that. Not one round.
You need to.
Yeah, so just giving them something to brag about, something to be happy about. Because like I said, they're spending their hard-earned money to come and see me. So every time they do that, I want to make sure they get their money's worth. Which is why Saturday, February 18th, 2023 is gonna be a movie.
Yeah, and I know all of y'all have a huge support system. When we were at the last fight, I remember all of you all having, a huge backing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think we all we all got a huge support system.
Yeah. Lewis, a few questions in the chat. You want me to go to the chat?
Yeah, let's go right to the chat because guess what, man? First of all, before we go to the chat, I need y'all to hit that like button. You do something for me, and I do something for y'all. Hit that like button, man. We got 4 of the combatants that's fighting this weekend at Maryland Live. If you're not doing nothing, come in there and punch the ticket. Joe already told you he going for his 9th fight, and he gonna knock the dude out again over the ropes. Frankie said, look, show up and get the fight. Irv said the same thing, and Jeffrey Fly said the same thing. So yeah, Kiki, go on over there to Kiki's Corner and get those questions in the chat.
Okay, guys. So K-Dog said, they say fighting is a poor man's way out of poverty. If there was no money involved in boxing, would you do it?
Absolutely. I'm crazy. I like that. I do. It's a stress reliever. Some people got money to go to therapy. It's my therapy right here. Mm-hmm. If it was no money, I'd still be in the gym.
What about the rest of y'all?
Same thing. I keep my mind right.
Exactly. Then there's something to it too. Even just knowing how to use your body, even like mastering just how to control your body. There's value to that.
And I say, of course, because I love being able to walk down the street and know I'm good. Ain't nobody got me. But man, I tell y'all, I'm trying to get paid, man. I come from very, very little, so I'm trying to turn this into a whole lot so I can give my kids a whole lot. But if it comes down to not getting, if there was no money involved at all, I think I'd still be involved because I like to be deadly when I'm walking down the street and always sharp. But come on, man, it's a business. We professionals, man. You professional interviewer, you trying to get paid. They professional teacher, they trying to get paid. We pros, man. Pay us. Don't ask for no free ticket. Support us. Like, come on, man. We this is our job, man.
Amen, baby. Amen. Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Man, buy a shirt, make a donation, like, share, comment, man. We all don't. People get how hard we work, but they don't really know how hard we work.
They really don't, Joe. They really don't.
We really the closest thing to a Spartan or a gladiator there is nowadays. And like maybe like a Navy SEAL or like something like that might be up there with us. But besides that, man, people don't know what we really can do and how humble we really are and how much we control ourselves, because I'll be seeing some of these clowns and people get respect for being deadly in the street and are nice with their hands in the street. And I'm just like, man, I got a 50-year-old man that's been training for 6 months. He put him out. Like, come on now. We are literally the closest thing to modern day Spartan gladiators. We performing for y'all. We put our life on the line. Mm-hmm. Spend that money, baby.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Joe, that's right. Hit that Cash App up. I like good things too. That's right. That's right. Tell him, Joe.
It's just like my name in the chat, BazookaJoe Veazey, Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay, all my shit the same. So it's right there. Hit me up.
Y'all heard him. So y'all can everybody, get y'all last minute tickets because I'm sure y'all got to turn the money in soon.
Oh yeah.
I've been real booked up lately, but next week I'll be cool for a week or two. I do personal training. I'm overbooked as is for real, but it's $100 a session. Hit me up. I got you. Social media is the same. BazookaJoe Veazey. Hit me up.
All right. Hey, Joe. So I tell you what, Joe, I since you doing that. Okay, I tell you what. So if Light Skin Lou came over there to get some boxing lessons, right? I
Yes,
need
sir.
to know. I need a couple of combinations, because they come at the light skinned brothers, the lighter brothers. They come at us hard, man. So I just need for you to show me one combination that I can close encounter to keep the dark skinned brothers. I'm gonna look you up, champ.
Yeah, holla at me, baby.
Okay, Outlaw said, y'all crazy, I'll train, but I'm not fighting for free. Y'all crazy.
Shout out to my man Outlaw, man.
Okay, we got another question in the chat from Jamar Hill. He said, let me ask the panel this. When you get in the ring with somebody who just don't have no respect for you, how bad do you want to knock them out?
No, I think even more than knocking them out, outclassing them, making them look stupid. Like
Okay.
that, there's satisfaction in that. I love doing that.
I like that.
If you sign a contract to fight me, that's disrespectful enough to think you even belong in the ring with me. So that's the way I look at it. So if you sign a contract, that's the disrespect at the point enough. So if you sign a contract with me, I'm trying to hurt you. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Out of my 3 fights, I had like 2 people looking at me in my face, smiling and laughing at the ring. I had one dude bark at me the last fight. So like, to me, that's completely disrespectful.
Yeah, he barked at you.
I said, man, hey, Kiki, remember when that happened? We talked about this. I never seen you look like that before. You had this silent anger in you.
I didn't know how to feel about getting barked at. I ain't never happened in my life before. Somebody barked at me.
That's like what a corner kid in like middle school does.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I was
weird.
trying to take his head off. Yeah, I took it personal, and actually, I probably say I took it personal every way, and just somebody looking dead in my eyes. That's disrespectful to me. But it is what it is. I just like having a last laugh.
Mm-hmm. BazookaJoe, someone in the chat wants to know what weight class are you?
We're fighting at 140 this fight.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we would think we might get a little bit smaller. We're taking our time. Like I said, I came off a 4-year layoff. We came back in like the 150s. The dudes I was fighting were weighing in the 60s, but they were lower opposition, which is cool. But I don't know. We're just taking fight by fight. We were fighting at 54, then we were 50, then we were like 47 and 44. Now we're at 40. We'll see where it goes.
Okay.
But this fight's 140, which I'm on weight now, so.
You look like you're on weight, man. You look good. Hey, Joe, you look good, man. I know the bodies.
It's weird. I mean, I guess it's because I'm coming back from, it takes time to get back after such long time off. But the lighter I get, the stronger I feel, the faster I feel, the better. I like getting lighter, to be honest. Yeah. I feel better.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember when you came in, me, Kiki, and Jeffrey TheFly was in here. He said, I don't know if you remember, he said you look slim.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely slim.
Yeah. Sure. That's a good thing.
I'm the same weight I was my freshman year in high school.
Wow.
For real. Right now, yeah. Well, actually, put it this way: when I fought in the Junior Olympics, and then when I silvered in the Junior Olympics, that was 2014. I was 16 years old. I fought at 145 then, and shit, I'm weighing less than that now. I'm like, and now I wrestled my freshman year of high school at 132 and 138. I'm 140 now, so I'm basically the same as I was a freshman in high school.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. We got any more questions in there?
No, we turn it over to you. I had one more question for the group, but I can turn it over to you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I want to come Ervin Fuller III. I want to come your way, man, because being as though this is your very, very first pro fight. So I was just wondering, Erv, has it set in yet? The fact that because I know with the amateurs, the gloves get smaller from the amateur to the pros. Has it set in yet?
No, not yet. I mean, only thing that defense gotta get tighter, head get coming off. But I don't know. I look at it as a regular street fight, I guess. I mean,
that's what I love it, man. I love it. He's straight up, man.
No head gets. I mean, it's another day. It's just fighting with a bigger crowd. Same mission. So.
Yeah, I love it. Kiki, you say you guys have group questions?
Yeah, just one question.
Okay.
Before we start to close out, I wanted to know from you all, can y'all tell me who are some of the fighters that you guys feel most influenced by? Jeffrey, you can go first.
By far, I gotta say Joe Frazier. Joe
Okay.
Frazier. He's the one who got me into the sport. As soon as I saw him, how much he worked, I was always the shorter guy coming up. So just being the shorter guy, working my way and working on the inside, dude, inspirational by far, Joe Frazier.
I love it.
What about you, Frankie?
I'm definitely going with Floyd Money Mayweather. You know, he changed the game for sure. Back in the day, somebody told me this, and it stuck with me forever. I'm not going to tell you who told me on the interview, but they said when you look at a lot of black millionaires, the one thing that they have in common is they're all entertainers. And even though we're boxing, we're entertainers. And the best person to do it is Floyd Mayweather.
That's right.
What about you, Bazooka Joe?
So growing up, it was definitely Mickey Ward and Oscar De La Hoya. And then as I've gotten older, I definitely leaned more towards Pacquiao, Kelly Pavlik. And then if I'm looking at old fighters to this day, Salvador Sanchez, Bernard Hopkins, and let's go with one more that I'm watching all the time. I don't know. We'll stick with that. But I wanted to say Joe Frazier. That's, man. If you watched me when I was 8, 9 years old, all I did was roll and come on that left foot.
I like that.
That's all I did. So I did want to say that. I want to say Joe Frazier was like one of my favorites, but that was definitely me and my dad. We got our little code word for it. It's not, but anything to do with Joe Frazier. But that's definitely what the hell it is. Shoot, and that's where we got it from. So Frazier's one of them too. But I say, yeah, Kelly Pavlik, De La Hoya, Mickey Ward, some of them.
And those are some good ones. How about you, Irv?
I say Sugar Ray.
Okay. Local.
Okay. That's a good one. Those are good ones.
Yeah, they are. I still have my group question. I'm gonna start with Jeffrey TheFly. I was wondering, like, okay, where does the nickname come from?
That's a good one too. I want to hear everyone else's answer as well.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go around the table.
Right. But the fly came from my coach. After we got a bunch of sparring in, and after my style developed a little bit, it's like trying to fight a fly. You can't hit one. You ever go out to like a cookout or something, a fly's flying around you can't hit? That's exactly it. So, he said the fly,
I like that.
Yeah.
The fly to come for your watermelon when you step off to the side, he just keep coming for your watermelon. Yeah, I can see that.
This fly got some bite too, so we got some power there too.
That's right. What about you, Frankie?
Oh, my bad. I missed the question. I was listening to
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, and the nickname. Let everybody out there know where the nickname came from.
Yeah, I started at Sugar Ray Leonard. There was a lot of talent there. Actually, Greg was at Sugar Ray Leonard with me. Shout out to you, Greg. But it was this trainer named Zeke, and he couldn't say Francois. I'm like, yeah, my name is Francois. What? Franchise. So it stuck. We're like, all right, you know what? Franchise. And then my nickname was Frankie coming up. So it's Frankie and then franchise. And just stuck together like that.
So let me ask you, is it Frankie franchise or franchise Frankie? Because I keep hearing both.
Franchise Frankie.
Some people say James Bond, some people say Bond James. They don't matter. I know you're talking about me.
Okay.
I love it because I messed up a couple of times. So yeah, okay. I'm glad that you kind of versatile with it.
Because I see it different ways. That's why I was asking. Okay.
All right. So what about you, Joe? Hey man, let me tell you something, man. Joe, and I'm not just saying this. If I was fighting a guy and they'd be like, okay, we want you to fight Bazooka Joe, I'm gonna be like, look, hold up. Yeah, give me some tape on this guy. Because what he's saying is everything he touched, that shit gonna blow up.
That's crazy.
So let everybody out there know, Joe, where the nickname come from.
Dude, at this point, I honestly want to make up a story that's just like really funny or something, but I don't have a real story or a real time when it happened. I got pictures in like boxing trunks when I'm like 6, 7, 8, when I was having exhibitions and training, and I know I had Bazooka Joe on it then. You can ask my parents. No one quite knows why it came from. Maybe someone made the correlation with the bubble gum and me, and they made a joke about it, and it stuck. But no one really knows, to be honest. So it's up to your imagination. But I don't know. Maybe we have to come up with a good story or a good something gimmick for it. But we don't know. That's up for everyone's imagination.
It's a good name, though. Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, it rocks, and people knows who I am. I mean, that's there's people that know me as Bazooka, not even any of the rest part of it. But
Yeah.
that's who I am at this point. I'm BazookaJoe Veazey, period.
Yeah, because ever since we saw you fight, I'm like, BazookaJoe. That's what I say, BazookaJoe. That's all I call you. Ever since we saw you fight.
Because one time Kiki was like, Kiki, she be, scouting the talent. And she was like, Lou, this guy BazookaJoe. I was like, hold up. You say, what's his name? She was like, BazookaJoe. I was like, I like him already.
All right.
I like him already.
Yeah,
and then we were in the VIP section with the Scarboro Nation, man, with Frankie Franchise. We was up there and we watched the fight, and I think you were up there too. Matter of fact, Kiki, do you remember?
He came up there.
Yeah, do you remember? It was three kids. It was 2 kids, and it was the father, and they were coming up to see you fight. We met him in the elevator.
Yeah, we met him in the elevator.
Yeah, we were trying to get them to subscribe to the channel, and I asked the young guys. I said, "Who y'all coming to see?" They was like, BazookaJoe. I was like, okay, and we all end up being on the same floor. So
man, that's what's up.
Yeah. Soon as I saw that guy, we was by the snacks. Soon as we saw that guy come through them ropes, I said, Lou, we got to get him on the show. BazookaJoe. We need him. BazookaJoe.
Yeah.
Already. I like it. Well, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
That's right, man. Names like that, we got to get you on the channel. It's good for the ratings show. And you could really fight, man. Really, like I'm not just saying that just for your nickname. All of you guys out here, man, y'all got that bump. You guys are on to doing great things. But I ain't gonna let you get out of here, because when I did the research on all you guys, I noticed that everybody had a nickname and you don't. So is there a nickname out there that you haven't said yet, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I go by Trey Pound. That's a name that really just came around. My strength and conditioning coach used to call me that all the time. I'm like, dang, that James sounds sweet. I'm like, I'm gonna have to talk with it. So I just had to take it from him though. But that's really about it. There ain't no special story about that for
okay.
Trey Pound. Okay.
Trey Pound.
So that's why they call you 10K Trey on the Instagram.
No.
Oh, okay.
He said that's a different story for a different day.
I know.
That's right. Hey, Kiki, is there any more questions in the chat?
Nope, we're good. We can start closing out and you get the flowers.
That's right. Anthony, is that my brother Anthony Peterson? He said, "What up, Lou? I'm with you, dog."
That's your friend Anthony.
That's my friend. Yeah, special shout out to Anthony Curtis Hose, man. Against the ropes with Doss. He's been in here all day. Gentlemen, man, I can't tell you how excited and thankful I am for all of you guys, man, to come and chat with us. Y'all fighting 3 days away. You guys could have been like, look, man, I see y'all after the fight. But when Kiki reached out to you guys, all of you guys was very grateful and graciously took on the interview. So I really, really appreciate that. Every time I get fighters on the show, I give them flowers. So I'm going to give all of you guys flowers pretty much at the same time, man, because I know you guys got to get up and do what you got to do to finish off a strong training camp. I'm proud of all of you guys, man. Jeffrey, from you, learning how to fight on YouTube. You middle class growing up in the DMV area, usually you don't take the boxing, but you did, and you're doing a wonderful job. Continued success. February the 18th, guess what? We're going to be right there, champ. We're going to be right there in the building. Kiki is one of your biggest fans. Just for the people out there, she's one of your biggest fans, man. From the time you took she seen you fight, she said, "There's one guy we got to get on here." Ervin Fuller III. I'm proud of you, young fella. The progress that I've seen since when you started. You come from a boxing family. Your father, he was a hell of a fighter, and you're following in his path. I have no doubt that you're going to do great things. We're going to be right there to support you on your first pro debut. We're going to be right there. Joe, the Bazooka Veazey, man. Following your story, humble beginnings in Brooklyn Park. Just listening to your story, man, lets me know that if you work hard to get something, you have no choice but to be successful. And you've done that. So, man, hats off to you. Frankie Franchise, man. I've interviewed this guy like 3 times. Same guy, always humble, man. Yes. Scarboro Nation gonna be in the building. We're gonna be right there. Matter of fact, I gotta meet with your father tomorrow so we get the tickets and come and support you, man. Continued success. Your journey, like you said before, it's not finished. You're just on the cusp of doing great things. All of you guys, I really appreciate you for coming through, chopping it up with us, man. I'm gonna start with you, Irv. Is there any last words you want to say? Let the people know where they can find you at. And if you got tickets or anything you want to get off, this is your moment, Irv.
Oh yeah, we still got tickets. I think we got like a couple 85s and 105s, but as far as 50s and 250s, those gone. But y'all can follow me on social media at 10K Trey _. Be there February 18th. We standing on business. We going in there to get the job done. That's really if you don't know about me, you gonna know Saturday for sure.
If you don't know, you gonna know. So Joe, the platform is yours, champ.
All social media platforms, like I say right here, spelled just like right here. BazookaJoe Veazey. Follow me. Message me if you still want tickets. I'm out, but I can grab more from Kristen, the promoter, tomorrow. I'm already doing that for some people, so hit me up. A couple fights fell out and some tickets turned up, so I can grab you anywhere in the arena. Just let me know. I'll make it happen. Hit me up on social media. Besides that, I'd like to thank you two very much for having me. This was a great interview. Thank the other fellas for being apart together. You know, this was a nice little group thing we did. But I'm ready to go, Bazooka Nation. We're gonna take shit over, man. And I know you man's got killing following. Frankie do.
Yes.
When my Bazooka Nation came from my first fight back, the announcer, it was during COVID, so he was like texting comments and we'll shout you out. And I had the whole thing was going crazy. He was like, "Man, we got Bazooka Nation out tonight," and my peoples just took to us, so we started rocking with Bazooka Nation. But we can have a couple nations on the same card. You know what I'm saying? We can be like the United Nations out here. You feel me?
I like that, Joe. That's a good one.
They trillions of dollars out in the world. We can all grab some. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all want tickets and you in the Baltimore area, hit me up. I'll look out. But follow me. You want to learn how to fight? You want to learn about boxing? That's my day job. Hit me up. I'll get you right. But I'm gonna take care of business. Sorry, fellas, but I'm gonna steal the show again. So you better come ready to put on one. But, I'm out. I'm going to bed. Good night, y'all.
All right, hey Jeffrey, what you got, man? This is the platform is yours, man.
Yes, sir. JCY TheFly on all platforms. Remember TheFly. Listen, I'm the exact example. Anyone can do this. You put your mind to it. You keep working. You can get where you want to get to. I got to thank everybody who's watching. Some of us may fight for free, but at the end of the day, it's a lot better when people are watching. You know, it's not better for the crowd. I got to thank both of y'all for having us on. And all the other fighters on here. I'm with a talented group of people. So really, again, I'm coming in as a fan. So while I know my skills, I know the people I'm around too, and they're deadly, deadly people. So this Saturday, February 18th, we got some tickets left. Hit me up, JCY TheFly. I got you.
That's right.
That's right. Thank you. Frankie, the franchise. Last but not least, man, the floor is yours.
I'm honestly just going to take this time to thank God. You know, without him, this wouldn't be possible. We done made it through coronaviruses. I made it through injury and, you know, some drama that happens or whatever. But like I said, without him, it wouldn't be possible. I've been praying every night, praying every day, and he's the only one that's been getting me through everything. So Saturday, I'm going to put on the show because I know that no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
That's right. That's right. And Frankie, we wanted to thank you too for the invite for the media workout. We couldn't make it.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
We had to work, so we really appreciate the invite. That was very nice of you. We appreciate that.
It was cool.
Wish we could have made it.
I wish I could have made it too, but there'll be many more. Like I said, we got a lot of more fights left in us, and I always got access to me.
Yeah, we was mad as I don't know what.
Yeah, hey, Frankie, let me tell you. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was really touched, young fella, and I'm not saying this just because you're on the show. When you reached out to us to invite us, man, I was really touched because it lets me know the work that me and Kiki has been doing over these last 8 or 9 months since we started the channel. It lets me know that you know we're doing a good job. It's young guys.
Ever since I first met you, ever since the first interview, it was nothing but love. You know, nobody didn't even know who I was, but you gave me the platform to introduce myself to the DMV and to the world. So for that, I'm forever grateful. And like I said, you guys can always get in contact with me.
Yeah, that's right, man. Jeffrey, Ervin, man, we are here for you guys. You know, me and Kiki, we talked over a cup of coffee at, you know, just in the house, and we just, you know, we went over the direction that we wanted the channel to come out.
Not coffee.
Yeah, tea.
Like,
Yeah,
I
tea.
don't
No,
drink
no, no.
coffee.
I'm glad to clear that up, tea, because I don't drink coffee no more. Tea. And this is one of the things that we really wanted to stamp on, giving guys like you guys an opportunity to spread and a platform of boxing, you know, so you guys can be successful. That's one thing that we're really proud of, and we're going to continue to do. As I said before, if you got anything that you want to advertise or just anything, if you like I always said, if you beefing with somebody and you want to get it off your chest, I will be the mediator, the come in between, and just say, hey, look, we're going to agree to settle this like men. Gentlemen, I can't thank you enough, man. Go out there February the 18th, because guess what? Me and Kiki, we're going to be in the building. We're going to be right there every step of the way for you guys, man. Continued success. And we will see you guys Saturday, February the 18th at the Maryland Live Casino. Good luck, man.
Yes,
And see you soon, champs.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bombs away, February 18th. Let's do it.
And yeah, I like that t-shirt, champ. I like that.
And now we know Ervin's name, Trey Pound. That's what we call him.
Trey Pound was in the building. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're gonna stick around for a while, man. So y'all can, if you know, you just buzz out, because we're gonna stick around for a while, man.
I'm about to hit the shower. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, man.
Thank
you, y'all, and everyone watching again. Thank you too. Be there Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah. That was good. That was good. I love that.
Yes, man. Kiki, like I said, another great interview. Thank you for putting this together, because it was you. It wasn't me. You know, you put this together. It's like going to the bowling alley. You line them up, and I'm going to knock them down.
Yeah, they were some nice young fellas.
Yes.
Nice guys, nice champions. I'm really looking forward to this Saturday. I know it's going to be an exciting, awesome card, and I know they're going to all do their thing. I can feel it. I know, and I'm believing it.
That's right. So if y'all still got y'all hands together and y'all still in here, hit that like button and give these four, what do you call them? The four warriors.
Yeah,
they're going to do battle this February the 18th, this Saturday at the Maryland Live Casino. So if you're in the area, get your tickets, because like I said, the tickets are going fast.
And I think they probably have to turn them in probably by Friday.
Yes.
So any of them that was on the show, you could reach out to them at their social media handles. See if you can get some tickets. If they have any left, just reach out to them and try to get your tickets. Don't miss the show.
That's right.
That's gonna be an awesome card. And the casino, where they have the event at, the boxing match, is very nice. You'll be pleased. You won't regret it. And it's gonna be a nice night of boxing. It's an action-packed card. And also Greg Outlaw, he's probably not in the chat anymore, but he is the main event.
That's right.
He is the main event. Sharpshooter Outlaw. You don't want to miss his fight either.
That's right. So yeah, I see a lot of people in the chat. My friend, my good friend Philip Miller was in the building. Thank you, champ. Let's see. What's in the chat, Kiki? How many people we had in the chat today?
Well, we had a lot of people in here. I don't know if everybody was in the chat. You know, everybody doesn't always come in the chat.
Yeah, they always
come in. We had Kevin Emery. We had Boss Man. Like I said, Outlaw. We had Together as One Covenant Outreach Ministries. We had Against the Ropes. We had Tomasito. We had K-Dog. We had Jamar Hill. We had Heather Nicole. We had your man Spoon. We had Becoming 25. We had Mel up in here. We had who else? Who else was in the chat? Let's see. Tiffany Pate. We had Juan Marshall, Jamar Hill. And I think that is it that was in the chat. We had several people in here, but Edward Beverly. Your man Curtis Hose, Anthony, someone named Trouble, and I think Akima Mills and Steph Marie and Philip Miller. So thanks everybody for tuning in. And make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And make sure y'all follow us on all our social media networks. We are Live with Liteskin Lou on Facebook and Instagram. Twitter, Live with LSL. And we even on TikTok at Live with Liteskin Lou or Live with Liteskin Lou Show.
Are we on TikTok too?
Yeah, you made me do it.
Man, it's a lovely thing, man. We moving up, y'all. As we continue to move up, we like to thank you guys for helping that movement, because without you guys, it's no us. You guys continue to show up on Wednesdays and also on Mondays when we decide to have shows on Mondays as well. So we continue as we continue our journey. We appreciate you guys for chiming in every week. So Kiki, you know, before we always close, I always come to you. What do you take away from interviewing? This is the first time we really did something like this.
Well, we talked about that when we first went off, I thought. But I will say this was the first time, like you said, this was our first time having 4 champions on the show at one time like that. I thought it was great. Everyone got along well. It was exciting to hear all the different stories of how each one got started into their boxing careers. Just learning more and more about each one and what we can expect from them this Saturday. I thought it was a very good interview.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Thank you.
What about you?
I think I feel the same way. You know, just the more time we spend researching these guys and interviewing them, it just makes you respect them even more. So when you get to the fight, it makes you want to see them win even more. So that's my takeaway.
They were very nice, intelligent young men.
Yes, and none of them was like trying to outshine each other.
Exactly.
That's what stood away from me, because usually when you have guys like this, all of them are great in their own rights. So you usually have a little testosterone going on, but they all lended each other the mic and just kind of got
working hard.
That's right.
Be successful.
That's right.
And supporting one another.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
That's right. So we would love to stick around. As I always say, Kiki got something to do. And so do I. Y'all know the words: stay humble, stay hungry, and always live your life to the fullest, because tomorrow is not promised to you. I want to thank everybody for coming through. I don't care if you didn't even put a word in the chat. The fact that you're here with us is truly appreciated. So with that being said, as Kiki drink her last little bit of ginger ale, she wanted y'all to know that was her last bit of ginger ale before she go to bed tonight. Great job tonight, Kiki. I truly appreciate you as a co-host.
Thank you. Same to you.
You are one of the best co-hosts that you could ever have. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You're one of the best hosts.
Well, I didn't want you to say it, but the fact that you said it, thank you so much.
But remember, teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. That's right. So continue to follow us. Next Wednesday, we're going to have another barn burner. So stick around, follow us. Like she said, Kiki, whatever she said, I don't feel like naming all of them. Y'all know where to find us at. So with that being said, we up out of here. Peace.
Yeah. Nah, no profit. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. The mother hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned in the Lou, what you doing with your life? Conversations so sharp, it ain't your usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading all knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou.
Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou.